Hello, guys. Hi to everyone. I hope all of you are doing well. So, today I would like to share an incident which happened to me, and I hope whatever I'm saying, I hope this doesn't happen to you guys. And I know this may sound stupid because not everybody is getting fooled like me. And I think the online scammers are very, very easy to fool you. They blackmail you emotionally, um, and they try to gain all your courtesy, and that's how they scam you. That's why they are scammers. So what happened to me was like 3 days back. I think 3 days back, when I opened my laptop, it started beeping all of a sudden. Like, it started making noise, like loud alarm noise, right? Like ding, 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 ding. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, shoot, what's happening with my laptop? And then it said, do not do anything, don't shut off, just call on this number and they'll fix it. And then I called on the number, and then they said, okay, there's a problem with your software, we're going to fix it, you'll have to pay, right? And then I said, okay. So I paid off 149.99 cent, $149.99. I paid them, and they said, okay, now your problem is fixed, ma'am. So next time when somebody tries to call you, just ask them, what's your password? And so I know my password, right? They are like, just create one password, and when somebody's trying to call you, just tell them what's your password. And when they tell you, if they tell you your password, then they're okay, they're from our company. Otherwise, please don't tell them your password. Please don't give all the information, or don't try to talk to them or anything like that. And I said, okay. Then it was yesterday, somebody is trying to call me, and they said, okay, ma'am, how was your computer? And I said, yeah, it's okay. I mean, I'm not that of a laptop person, but I think it's okay. I mean, I didn't do anything special on my computer. And they're like, okay, ma'am, so we would like to check, so you'll have to be on the computer. And I said, no, I'm not available today. Can you guys call me tomorrow? So this morning the guy called me, and he's like, and then I told him, okay, what's my password? And he's like, madam, so whatever they did was they're from the IT, and now I'm from the billing, because whatever happened on your computer seems like the software is not updated, and you will have to update your software, right? And so then they're like, okay, so you paid 149.99, right? And I said, yes. And then he's like, okay, so we're going to check. And then he's like, okay, I'm going to get back to you, and supervisor, I would need to speak to supervisor. And I said, okay. And then he went back, and then he calls me after two minutes, and he's like, okay, ma'am, so whatever software you have updated, by our technician has by mistakenly updated for a month and not for a year. And then I said, okay. And he's like, we are going to refund your 149.99 cent back to your account. And then because it's refunded, and you're going to have free, the software whichever was uploaded for a month, you're going to have it for free. And I said, okay. And he's like, okay, so this transaction is going to be very quick, you have to be on the laptop. And I said, okay. He's like, okay, just what is your bank? And I said, Chase Bank, right? We have a bank in, yeah. So he said, it's a Chase Bank. And I said, yeah. And I said, it's a Chase Bank. He's like, okay, so I'm going to do something on from my bank, which is Bank of America, and you can see the transaction online. So I'm going to enter. So he's like, so now he has control over my computer, right? He's like, just give me that, and then he's like, okay, just click this, click that, and he guides me over the phone. And then he has control over my computer. Now I can see at the cursor moving, everything is moving on the computer, because he has control over my computer. And he's like, okay, so I'm gonna do this, and can you see it? And he's like, oh yeah, I can see it. So he's like, username and the account number, username and the password, right? He's like, can you see numbers? I said, no, I cannot see anything, it's just an asterisk, right? And then he's like, okay, now you're going to do the same thing. So whatever information you're providing, I won't be able to see it. Like, you're not able to see mine. So it's going to be the same. So I enter all my password. I entered every details of my password on my phone. On my laptop, and I didn't touch my phone, right? I entered everything on my phone, everything on my laptop. And then he's like, okay, now next what we have to do is, madam, you'll have to, just put your first name, your last name. Or he shows me a screen, right? He's like, put your first name, your last name, and put first name, last name, put dot dot, and 200 dot dot, 200.00. Okay. Then I said, then he's like 200 because 149.99, which is like almost 150, is your money. We are going to refund you back. Plus, you're going to get a $50 extra. That's your tax of your transaction. And I said, okay. And then he's like, okay, so now we are going to do this, right? And don't make any mistake. Don't do anything extra. And I said, okay. And we're going to be in lots of trouble if you don't put an extra, if you do something extra. And I said, okay. Then he's like, put your name. I put my first name. I put my last name, dot, dot, 200.00. When I was putting that, he's like, oh my God, madam. Oh my God. Oh my God. What did you do, madam? What did you do? We are in big trouble. I'm like, what happened? And he's like, instead of 200, you have 20,000 in your account. And then I said, what? And he's like, I told you not to put so much. I mean, I told you to do it correctly. Do not do any mistake. And he's like, now wait, ma'am, I'm going to speak to supervisor. But it's a long process, okay? I'm just going to cut it out and make it short and whatever was important. Okay, so he's like, I'm going to call back. I'm going to call my supervisor and let them know that this happened. And he's like, he's like, hang on for a minute. And then he hanged my call. He called me back again in a minute. And he's like, madam, no one is willing to help me now. Now you have to do something, madam. So this is not your money. This is not my money too. This is my company's money. I don't even get paid this much, madam. Please help me and all that, okay? And then I'm like, your money is safe. Your money is not going anywhere. Your money is safe, and I can just take off the money, or you can do the transaction, whatever you did. And he's like, we won't be able to do it, madam. You don't understand. And he just started getting annoyed, right? And I'm like, okay, so what do you want me to do? He's like, go to the bank. And I said, okay, so where's the bank? He's like, he asked me, is it close by? I said, yes, it's very close by. I dress up, I go to the bank. He's like, on the way, he's telling me, okay, ma'am, be on the line, right? I was on the line. He's like, okay, so you have to be on the line, and you have to, before getting into the bank, I just want to talk to you. So whenever you're outside the bank, just tell me, okay? Then I said, I'm just outside the bank. I went to the bank. I was outside the bank. He's like, madam, be very confident, right? Madam, be very confident. Don't, they're going to give you money for sure. But if just in case they ask you, what is that for? Just tell them it's for renovation of my house. And I said, okay, but this is a huge money. I don't know I have never done this transaction. I mean, I have never withdrawn such a huge money. He's like, ma'am, same here. Even I didn't do such a big transaction. I mean, such a big, withdrawing so much money. And then I went to the bank, and the lady's like, we're so sorry. You should have, given up heads up that you want that much money. We are not able to give you, and we'll be able to give you on Friday, which is like 2 days after, right? And then I said, okay. I came out, and the guy's like, the guy called me back, and he's like, okay, now they're not going to do anything on your phone. So I mean, on the bank, you have to do online transaction. And then he's like, no one is helping me, but I have a senior supervisor who is working with a Thailand bank, something with the Thailand, and then he's ready to help me. So he's going to send you all the details, and you're going to print it out. And I said, I don't have a printer. He's like, okay, madam, no problem. Just write it down, write all the details correctly, neatly, and you're going to send that 19,800. So remember, my money was 200, 150 was mine, and 50 was their thing. So they've sent extra of 20,000. So I'll have to send back 19,800. And he's like, okay, you're going to send me 19,800 on this account, which I'm going to give you, okay? And tell them to do the tele transfer. I don't know, tele transfer, or just do online transaction, right? Give them the details, and they're going to send it. And then I got doubt. I don't know why. When they said Thailand, I had that, all of a sudden. But before going to the bank, I opened my account on my phone, and I didn't have not even a single penny extra on my phone. And I went to the bank before I exited the bank. I checked with my ATM, on the ATM card. I checked my balance. Nothing, not even $1 extra on my ATM, right? On my account. So I told that guy, I don't see any extra money on my phone. He's like, oh my god, ma'am, are you trying to open your, or are you trying to open do I mean, are you trying to open your this what is that, the online thing, online transaction on your, are you trying to open your bank account on some other gadget? Ma'am, we are going to be in so much trouble. You're going to lose all the money, or I'm going to lose all the money, and it's not my money. I don't even earn that much money and all that. Okay. And then I got a call all of a sudden. With God's grace, I got a call from someone else, and I spoke to them. Not about this transaction. I spoke to them. They said, and then I'm done. And then this guy has control over my on my laptop. And then he's like, what are you doing? Why are you cutting my call? Now I'm not feeling safe. My money is with you and all that. Okay. And then all of a sudden, the money which was there on the computer, which I see, it becomes 0.00, right? And he's like, okay ma'am, now how does it feel? So your money, now it's gone, all your money is gone. Okay, I opened my app on my phone, all my money, I can still see the money. Then I knew that was a scammer. I cut the call. I called the person who did my who updated my software on the first time when there was a problem on my computer. I called them. Was there any error from your side? Someone called me right now and said there's a technician the technician made some mistake, and there was a problem, right? And then she's like, no, whatever we did was correct. So that might be someone else. Please turn off your computer right now. I turned off the computer. And then I called them back, and then they said this might be a scammer. Did they ask you your password? And I said no. When I asked them my password, they said, I'm not from the IT, I'm from the billing, I don't know all that. Okay. And then I started crying, speaking to that unknown person. Okay. I cried my heart out because I trusted, I don't know, like I trusted, I had sympathy, empathy, or whatever you call them, to that person, because he said, it's not even my salary, madam, I'm in trouble, I'm in this, I'm in that. Okay, I've heard about scammers online, but today, I don't know, I think I got fooled. I almost lost all my money, I had nothing. It was just like very few. I mean, I don't have so much money, whichever was left in my account, I saved all of it from getting, just giving it to someone else and getting fooled. So just so you guys know that somebody is trying to do anything like that and trying to, blackmail you, playing with your emotions and all that thing, please don't get fooled. Please don't get fooled. Please don't give all your informations. I gave all my bank details. Unfortunately, I don't know, might be the bank security that all my things are still there on my account. But yeah, please be careful. Please be very, 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 very careful, guys. Don't fall into a trap. Don't feel for, like, I don't know, it just happened to me a few days, or I should say a week, that I helped someone with so much, with my heart out, and that turned out to be something else, and now this one is happening. So just because of one person or two person, the lady who I called, who were actual from a heart software company, they said, then I said, I cannot trust anybody. And she's like, just because of one or two person, I know you shouldn't be, doubting, feeling bad for everyone, but just because of one or two people, I don't know, I think I lost the feeling, sympathy for some other people, feeling bad or feeling sorry for some other people, because if this is what is happening, if this is what the scammers are doing, playing with emotions, then I think no one is going to trust anybody in future. Yeah, so this is the lesson I learned. And yeah, guys.